All right, we're gonna open. We've opened the Dork Lord bag of truth. We're gonna pick out a dice. Just which one? Which one shall we pick? Let's go with the six-sided. Awesome. It's one of the actually original basic AD&D set dice. Hence, full of power, probably. All right, great. 1D plus 1 to 2 plus 1, 3. Got 3 minutes to talk about Episode 1, Season 6, Game of Thrones. Brienne of Tarth finally finds Sansa. Yay! It only took her like 2 seasons to do that. There was that just frustrating moment last season when she's like watching the window for a candle that never comes, and then the moment she's like, I'll go over this way, candle. Go! Really? You're gonna do that? But they did that. Anyway, she's now found her. That's great. Awesome. The other thing of note was at the very end, the big reveal at the end when Melisandre, the Red Priestess, takes off her necklace, and suddenly she goes from beautiful 25-ish-year-old to 400-year-old crone, and then she very slowly gets into her bed, and it's like this, like, oh man, it's just a cringe-inducing scene. But anyway, those are the 2 big moments. A lot of other stuff was basically, hey, remember where we were last season? Well, that's where we still are, kind of moments. With the unfortunate exception that of all the things that happened, most of the things that happened were in Dorne, which is just a waste of space in this particular series. I was really unimpressed with Dorne last season, and no more so impressed now. And the one guy that you kind of thought was kind of cool, who had this master plan, and he was in his wheelchair, Doran of Dorne. Great name.
It's tough to be a writer.
It really is. I have a dragon. What do we call him? Drogon. Drogon the dragon. This guy's from Dorne. What should his name be? Doran. Okay. Great. Anyway, so Doran is no Morin. You can edit that. Okay, great. Anyway, he's dead, as well as his son, who was killed in this really gruesome way. But it didn't make sense because he was on a boat at the end of last season with Jaime Lannister, and now suddenly Jaime Lannister's on a second boat with his dead kid, but Tristan is on a... There seemed like there was a plot device, or there was a bit of story we missed there that didn't work out. Anyway, whatever the case, Tristan's dead as well, and so now it's just the Sand Snakes are ruling over Dorne. We saw Jaime and Cersei have this little get-together moment, and Jaime's angry, and is basically like, we're gonna just burn the world to the ground. So that's probably is a foreshadowing of Lannister troubles. Really the most heartwarming moment in the show, I think, was in the Sansa moment with Sansa and Theon, when, they're huddling for warmth, and then he basically sacrifices himself for her. I mean, he stays alive, but he offers to. That was a pretty big moment for Theon and his redemption. So really cool stuff. We're waiting for episode 2. We're finally going to see Bran. Let's see Bran, maybe. So that's cool. My time is over.
How do you sacrifice yourself and still stay alive?
Well, here's the deal. He's like, you stay here. I'm going to go face these guys. And then he faces the guys, but the guys don't kill him.
So he didn't sacrifice himself.
He was... The intent was there. I give him credit for, it's like the thought that counts. It's a Christmas gift. You're like, oh, you got me socks, but you thought about it. It's the thought that counted.
All right.
So Theon, who's been a pretty horrible person in the past, redeeming himself a little bit now, and that was probably.
This show is confusing.
It's got a lot of parts. It's got a lot of moving parts. Producer Steve. Anyway, episode 2 coming up next. We're finally going to see Bran again. Maybe some cool visions. Maybe that Tower of Joy we talked about last time.
Tower of Joy.
Which producer Steve
midgets and lollipops.
Yes. That's
rainbows and unicorns. Indeed. Tower of Joy.
So, rainbows and unicorns next time. Dork Lords!